LawddyyPlus. Subscribe to the YouTube page. This is your host, King Lawdy. I'm with Shay Nice. I'm with Lawdy Hefe. I'm with Capri. And y'all know what we doing Freestyle Friday, man. Let's get it.
So niggas, you wanna fight me? Why you need a third party? I'm next door. Knock, knock, bitch. Why is you tardy? I'm ready to cha-cha. You don't want to slide with me. It's a fiesta. And I'm counting bodies. She like 1 Mecca, 2 Mecca, 3 Macarena. Stitch it like a bitch, you really should've seen her. I'm ready to fuck her like I'm valet. She tried to violate. My slip and Weston wanna next her. It was a bad day. Turn that chopping cannon for that tip of manna. Demeanor different for that demon in her. This is an exorcism, so scared. She got an aneurysm. Something might exit different. Turn that sweetheart to a Pop-Tart. That's pop art, no pop smoke. Yeah, my piece speaks sign language, but I guess you ain't see the signs. And I know that you're kind of slow. You a smart dummy.
Interviews popping, got them views popping. Every Friday, we on the tube rocking. LawddyyPlus with the lyrics is tight. Freestyle Friday, start your weekend off right.
It's the LAW, 2 D's, 2 Y's. It ain't just a drip on the logo, bitch. My whole crew fly, my crew fly. We take trips. Lawdy lifestyle, great shit. Sliced potatoes in that frying pan. Nigga, we make chips. Y'all niggas don't make shit, but y'all make up shit.
Make up shit.
Always covering your face like that make up shit.
Make up shit.
I be on that paper chase soon as I wake up shit.
Wake up shit.
And Nina Ross is a bitch I never break up with. Y'all niggas can't fuck with.
Can't fuck with.
LawddyyPlus, y'all niggas can't fuck with.
Can't fuck with.
Shay Nice. And every time that we link, what they say?
Hey.
They say that they nice.
Interviews popping, got them views popping. Every Friday, we got the tube rocking. LawddyyPlus with them lyrics is tight. Freestyle Friday, start your weekend off right. Start your weekend off with me, King Lawdy. Better yet, you can start it off with Capri. Hey, let's get it, let's get it, hey, let's get it, hey, let's get it, okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
Let's get it. Let's go. It's LawddyyPlus, Freestyle Friday. Subscribe to the YouTube page. I'm with Shay Nice.
Hello.
Let the people know where to find you at, Shay.
You can find me everywhere, actually, if you Google me. Shay Nice, SHAYNYCE on Facebook and on all streaming sites, you know, like Tidal, Apple Music, etc., etc. And then Shay Nice Lyrics on Twitter and Instagram. Lyrics is spelled LYRIIXX. And then Snapchat, Shay Nice. And
Go and get her, find her, Google her, all that. Follow her. My first question for you was because I know you've been all across the globe. Let us know a little bit about that.
So basically I travel for work. So I'm all about my bag, and I feel like no disrespect to my hometown, but the bag ain't big enough. So I travel because there's bigger bags in different cities. And also because as an artist, you want to expand your creativity. You want to expand on making friends and making connections and stuff. So I travel to make connections, and I travel to make my bag.
I recently heard you just came back to the city.
I did. I was in Wisconsin for 49 days. I don't know if I'll ever do that again, but the bag was right, so I don't know.
You might have to do that again.
Yeah, I might have.
It sounds like you might have to do that again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it was cool. I met really amazing people out there. You know what I'm saying? It was an amazing moment for my life. You know, I seen a lot of things.
Like what? Like what?
There's a lot of drama, but it wasn't me for the first time, so I was like, yes.
Right. You got to see the drama play out this time.
And I was like, dang, you guys are so toxic. Like, why are you so angry? You know? But yeah, that's what I was there
for. Both sides of the field.
Yeah, but it was cool. I don't know. I kind of liked it. I would never live there though, but I did enjoy my time there.
It's funny because I didn't even think anything was going on in Wisconsin. Like, it sounds like.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, like You making it sound like they need a TV show out there or something like.
Well, okay, so I do like clinical research studies. So basically, I'm a guinea pig for the world, and I say this because literally they be testing and stuff. But here's the thing: I get paid to be tested on. A lot of us are guinea pigs for free. You know what I'm saying? So that's how.
Especially the jail system.
Yes.
Them pills ain't the pills you gotta think they is. They seeing what's gonna happen.
So that's what I get paid for. And like the group that I was in, you know what I'm saying? We just wasn't taking no shit. You know what I mean? So we kind of had to like boss up and show them like, listen, we may be doing this, but you're not gonna treat us like this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, long story short, but it was cool.
No, definitely. Well, let me ask you, because I heard about your, like you said, your pen game. You know what I mean? Not only do you write your own music, you write music for others. Tell us a little bit about that.
So, I love saying this. Shout out to Fiona Clark. A couple years back, Fiona Clark, she was the first artist to believe in my pen game. I know she was a little nervous about the song, but I was like, one day I just woke up and I made a status like, I want to make a song called Bed and Breakfast. So then like 2 days after, I started writing Bed and Breakfast, whatever. And then I hit my songwriting partner, shout out to Marlon Jerome. And I was like, oh, I got this, da-da-da. So we tried to record it at his crib or whatever, but it was like, I don't know, I guess it wasn't just given like the oomph that, you know, we needed. Like, because Fiona is an amazing singer, you know what I'm saying? So, like an amazing artist.
Fiona,
like I can't even say she's an
like
amazing
singers
artist.
on Freestyle Friday too, Fiona, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
She's one of my favorites, if not my favorite. Sorry, no, you know what I'm saying? I love you guys. But anyway, so Bed and Breakfast just came along, and then from there it was like, okay, cool. So then she came to me with Bad Girl. So we co-wrote Bad Girl. Her project is called She's Ready. It's on all streaming sites. Make sure you go get that. And I'm not just promoting because like I, you know, co-wrote and stuff. Right. But it's just like genuinely, I feel like she's the well-rounded artist that the industry needs right now. You know, she got everything. And then I co-wrote on Ron Baker's project. I don't know if I'm supposed to be ghostwriting for him or not, but I wrote for Marlon Jerome. So check out Shadiwana with him featuring T-Dot Remedy. You know, I wrote for a couple people, Lomel. Shout out to Lomel. Just artists that believed in my pen, you know, and I hope to expand and I hope to write for people that are in the industry already. That would be amazing for me.
So since we talking about local rappers, what local rappers are you listening to?
Right now?
Yeah, right now. Like, I don't know if
What local rappers? Okay, so I don't really like the word local because I feel like that just puts us in a box.
Okay,
so what independent
rappers that are you listening to? I like that. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying?
There's a whole bunch of them, and I don't want to miss anybody. Fabian, T-Swan, LP, T-Dot Remedy, J-Dot. Oh my God, there's so many of you guys.
Well, let me
Tasia
have you done music with all these people? No,
I haven't. But a lot of them, like, they make conscious music. So, I mean, it would be dope to collab with them. However, that is not my lane. You know, I'm all about, like, I hate you, or, like, I love you, or let's have sex, you know? So
that might be a good mix. You know what I mean? You speaking conscious, and you like, no, fuck that.
Let me see, Yelly B. Shout out to Auntie Yelly B, you know what I'm saying? Dre Sounds. Oh, there's so many. I love you guys so much. Who else do I listen to? There's so many that I listen to because everybody's amazing around here. Like there's so much
talent now. It definitely is.
Yeah. But yeah, just to name them.
Like you said, if I name all the local rappers, you know what I mean? I listen to. I feel you.
Facts. Like even the older cats. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
So let me ask you, how did you come across your name, Shay Nice?
I don't really have a cool backstory like everybody. So my name is Shanice, and it's spelled Shanice, you know. And then people always called me Shay growing up, and then, or they would get my name wrong, like Shay Niece or something. So anyway, I was like, okay, well, if everybody's calling me Shay, I could do Shay Nice. And at first I started with Nice, but for some reason it just didn't look right to me on paper.
So all I did was, and I just changed that I to a Y. That was it.
Okay,
So Shay
show them
Oh, yeah.
what you did. Show them what you did.
My grandmother made this, y'all.
Oh, okay.
So I just, you know what I'm saying?
Shout
I
out
you
to
can see the
grandma.
leg and stuff and the hat. Shout out to my grandma, you know what I'm saying?
She working, right.
But yeah, so I don't really have a cool backstory on how Shay came in. And then I just...
It was natural.
Yeah, and then my pen game, everybody was like, oh, you're nice, da, da, da. So I was like, all right, let me...
Okay, Shay, I got the Shay.
Yeah, let me take the confidence that y'all are giving
me and put it into a name. I see you got these cards. Tell us a little bit about these right
So
here.
I don't know if y'all can see this. I don't know. But these
what
are...
What side you showing? I'm going to show the opposite side. Okay.
Go ahead, yeah. So these are digital business cards. I've had these in probably like a year or so. Basically, you could keep up with me. You keep up with Nice. So you get exclusive content before anybody else. Like you get the behind the scenes. You get the videos before anybody. The poetry. Everything that I do, you'll see before everybody else.
Okay,
so,
you the first hand.
Yeah, and
it's VIP, behind the scenes, backstage,
yeah.
passes right here. She got it.
You never know, you know, discounts. You never know. But yeah, these are really cool too because you can put it to your phone and then all my information will pop up. So even new music or unreleased music will pop up.
So I just said poetry.
Yeah.
I ain't know you was a poet.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't. This is new news. To Lawdy, I'm just saying to me. Tell us a little bit about that. Like, how did you get into poetry?
I got into poetry because I was bullied, like growing up and stuff, and that was kind of like the outlet. Like, I was a fighter, you know, and I always was trying to I always took my anger out on people, and I just figured like, you know what? Instead of me getting expelled all the time, or you know, like being angry, I can do this as therapy. So, shout out to Daryl Moss, because I'm about to mention him.
Yes, shout out to Daryl Moss.
If it wasn't for Daryl Moss, I would not be where I am today. Like, there was this competition. First of all, I didn't know who Daryl was. I was just like, they was just like, oh, there's this competition, and if you win, the winner gets to meet Daryl Moss. So I thought he was like really, really, really like, you know, famous or something.
Right.
So I'm
like,
oh,
you did it for a second. Well, okay.
So I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Right.
So then, long story short, I wrote this poem because I was going through a lot growing up. But I wrote this poem about me and my mom just getting out of the city and stuff and like just starting over, you know what I'm saying, so that me and her could have peace. And then Daryl came, I won. I was not expecting it, but I won. And then from there, he's been like a mentor / big brother for me. And he like drills it in my head, like, you are Shay fucking nice. Like, don't you forget it.
Get that,
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Let them know who you is, right?
Yeah, that's how I got into poetry. And that was my first love before the singing and the songwriting. So, yeah.
You do poetry, so I can't just let that ride. I gotta have you spit something.
Okay.
Something.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Like, give the people a little something.
Right. It's called Beyond Existence.
Okay.
I hate you. My heart broken into 4 seasons. Winter is the coldest reason. Left out in the open and I'm freezing. Frostbite traveling through my body now. Warm me up how? It gets colder every time you open up your mouth. But see, we had a special bond. Like the blood that articulately flows through my veins, but I try to shy my feelings away, cause I'm afraid that I might stutter the words that I would utter. Cause you're my best friend and I love you, but you're heartless inside, as blue as the ribbons from the river's tides, and a gash appears across my face when I look out my window pane and envision nothing but clouds where you're supposed to be. But then I hear a mockingbird mocking me.
Hold on. So give him a little bit. Don't give him all of that. You know what I'm saying? I like that though. Let them know where to find the rest of that at.
Oh, actually, yes. The video that I shot, it's on YouTube. I shot it in LA. It's called Beyond Existence. Shay Nice on YouTube, guys. Please subscribe. Thank you.
Let's get it.
It's amazing.
Let me ask you this, right? If you was get signed to somebody in the industry, who would it be?
Missy Elliott.
And why?
I'm sorry.
Missy Elliott?
Missy Elliott.
Okay, so that's who would be. Why Missy Elliott?
Well, first of all, like, I call her my wife, but, you know, That's just in my head. But no, because
That's just up here,
she's been in her own lane since the beginning of time. Like, she can drop.
Yeah, hey, I'm like, what? But I know that line right there.
She can drop every 10 years, 20 years, and it still be timeless music from 40 years that she made. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the music we want. When you stand, like, everybody has their lane. I be seeing that. Like, the people, they be like, oh, they always sound the same. No, that's them.
Yeah.
You know? But when you say it like that, like how Missy Elliott,
I'm in love with her. Like, that's one of my favorite songwriters. Like, her and Neil. Neil's nasty. I got the chance to meet him for a little bit, but yeah. Anyway,
you just had a little preview, right?
Yeah, you just had a little preview. Shout out to Dimitri, you know, my dancer / best friend.
Hey.
But yeah. Missy Elliott, definitely, because I just feel like we would make magic together. Like, it'll be a whole new world outside of the new world that she already created. So
yeah, I think she would give, like, let you just pour all your creativity.
Yes.
Give her a little advice from. I don't think like she's one of those that be like, nah, it's this way. Nah, like,
I don't think so neither.
She wants you to just pour your music, pour your soul into the music, and whatever you know what I mean. That's
like
the vibe that I give.
That's the mother of my music.
Right. Like, Missy Elliott, I didn't think you would say that. Like, that was like different right there, but that was on point.
Yeah. So, any more questions? I was just kidding.
Right. So let me ask you, what inspired you to get into music, or who inspired you to get into music?
What inspired me?
What?
Life inspired me.
Okay.
Trials and tribulations, you know?
Right.
Everybody goes through a whole bunch of bull crap, and you may not think that my situation is worse than your situation. You know, I might not think the same thing. However, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit be bad.
Right.
So,
I definitely know what you're talking
life.
About. Because I believe in suffering is suffering. Don't matter how you suffering.
Yeah.
It is what it is, because it's as bad to you just as bad to me.
People be thinking like I'm a princess or something. Like, I ain't grow up with my parents in my house. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, we built that bond over time. So, when people come to me and they be like, oh, you know, you got the perfect life and stuff, like, nah, I don't. But, you know what I'm saying? I love my life now, though. Right. You know?
That's what I'm looking outside in. You know what I mean?
Definitely, like, a lot of pain. Definitely inspired. Who inspired me? My dad. Shout out to DJ Scope. That's my bestest friend.
Scope.
You know what I'm saying? Family-wise, that's my best friend. My grandparents on both sides, my mom's mom and my dad's mom, they both sang. My dad's mom had me in church when I was living in Virginia and stuff. So growing up in a musical home was very inspiring to me.
I thought you was just from Springfield. I didn't even know nothing about Virginia.
No, I used to live in Virginia when I was little.
Okay.
It was a good time.
So
as far as I can remember.
Born in Virginia, born in Springfield?
I was born here, and then I think we just went over there.
Okay, you know, Virginia. Okay.
Life, you know, life.
It takes.
But yeah, that's who inspired me. My grandparents and my dad, and then Missy Elliott, you know, Jill Scott, Marsha Ambrosius, you know what I'm saying? Like people like that inspired me. Neil, I think that's it. That's like my Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill, you know, Nicki Minaj. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I love her. You know what I'm saying? I love her. She a little crazy. She a little crazy, but, like, she do got bars, and a lot of people be sleeping on what she be doing. Probably because she was so dolled up. But, you know. But, yeah, shout out, you know, to all the celebrities that inspired me. Yeah.
So let me ask you, what's next for Shay
next? Well, first of all, before we move on to what's next, I have an album out. It's called Hate You With Love. It's on all streaming platforms. Please, guys, go listen to that.
I should have asked, what's now?
It's okay.
Wait, time out. Hold on, wait, pause. What's now? Say that again for her. What's now? Right.
I have an album that dropped last year, October 27th. was my birthday. It's on all streaming platforms. It's called Hate You With Love. Please go listen to that. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I've had so many people come to me and they say every song though they would look at me and be like, every song, like I could not skip any song because every song was so dope and I could relate. And I personally make music to relate. You know, if you can relate to my music, I know that I'm doing my job. You could feel like you're not alone. I don't want you to be alone. So if you feel like you're not alone after you listen to my album or my music, period, then I've done my job. You know, so shout out to all my supporters too. You guys are so amazing. What's next?
Yeah, what's next? We hear what's now.
So I did not have visuals for the longest time. So my album, I'm gonna drop like freestyles and stuff. You know, I do remixes and everything like that. But as far as like another project, I think I'm just gonna hold off until every song has a video to my album, because I feel like every song deserves a visual. Like y'all have to understand what goes on in my mind. And I'm a Scorpio too, so all this craziness y'all need to be a part of.
Are you gonna have like the same person shoot them or like?
So I don't know yet, but shout out to Kevin because he's shooting Sextasy on October 16th at Le Souk for me. So shout out to him. He works under White Ape. I know you guys heard of White Ape. He works with White Ape. And then my poetry video came out a couple months ago. Shout out to that team, and then shout out to my team for taking over to make it look amazing. Because it was a lot of work. I shot that in LA.
Teamwork,
and there was just so much going on. Like, I don't want to shade nobody. I just feel like you can't work with everybody. You know, everybody has different thoughts,
different visions.
Yeah. So, but shout out to them for helping and allowing me to even, you know, work with them and be in the same space. But yeah, I shot that, so go see that. That's on my YouTube. And then I shot the WAP remix too. Sorry, I'm promoting myself or something.
No,
I shot the WAP remix too, so make sure y'all go check that out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bree and her girlfriend because they was saying
WAP.
But yeah, visuals are next right now, and then I'm going to Honduras October 20th. So
I was just gonna ask you what was your next flight trip, because I know
I'm going to Honduras. This is the first time that I'm going out of the country.
Okay.
I'm going to Honduras to
visit
the Usha village. I don't know if y'all heard of Dr. Sabi, but I talked to Dr. Sabi's daughter, and you know, I paid everything, so I'll be out of here. And like I said, my birthday's October 27th, so it's just a different vibe. And then I'll probably, you know, write different music because I'm in a different space. I'm breathing different air. Like the environment is different. It's probably not so as toxic as the environment has been around me now. You gotta worry about it.
Everything's stress free. You can just think music.
Just breathe.
Yeah, it's just
whatever, relax. And I'm getting a cleanse, like mentally, physically, emotionally, you know, spiritually, visually. Yeah.
Everything.
So yeah. That's what's next right now.
That's what's up. And it's LawddyyPlus. Again, it's your host, King Lawdy. I got Shay Nice. And this is what we do every Friday. Freestyle Friday. Once again, tell them where to find you at.
You can find me on all streaming platforms, first and foremost, SHAYNYCE. And then all social medias, except for Twitter and Instagram. Twitter and Instagram is Shay Nice Lyrics. Lyrics is spelled LYRIIXX. And then Facebook and everything else is SHAYNYCE.
Wow.